All the links you need to join my chat or take action on the course or the mentorship are here. Otherwise, click that Twitter link to private message me. Over this weekend, many people were profiting in the chat. If you want to become a student, I do offer one-to-one mentorship or have a course for anyone that doesn't have too much time. If you just want to be part of the chat, all the links that you need are found in the description and comment section below. So you can either just become a member and join the chat or actually take action and become a student. Welcome back everyone, it's Louis Crypto here. I'm back with another Bitcoin update for you all. As we can see, the past few days we were trapped beneath this 12 EMA here, and about 2-3 days ago now we did get this bearish crossover here, and it seems that after this candlestick that's printed within this range of this these 2 wicks over here, so we could essentially see the last few days we were trapped between the range of this candle, this daily candle over here, and hitting the resistance, hitting the support, coming back up to the resistance, and finally actually breaking out during the day. We need to actually wait 14 hours and 30 minutes by the time you watch this video. It might be a little bit shorter, but yeah, making this as of 10:30 GMT, and we're currently pumping and have pumped and retested the bearish cross. So essentially guys, when we are beneath the bearish cross, we should expect, and it's just formed and we're retesting it, and we're, yeah, a bearish cross signals that we're in a downtrend, so we're beneath the moving averages. So any pump in towards them should but just be bearish retest, bearish confirmations of the downtrend, unless we've proven otherwise. You can clearly see, well, if you can't, I can teach you all the links you need, whether you want to do the course, the mentorship, or join my Discord community where we do weekly group calls and trade together. You can actually join through the Linktree links found all in the description and comment section below. You can simply private message me through my Twitter or hit these 2 links over here. But yeah, we can see a double bottom forming, one bottom, second bottom, neckline being pretty much, we're going to use the bearish cross, because as you can see the highest body closes on the 20 EMA on the daily time frame. So we just simply wait for a break of both. That would be if we were to get above, that would be above the 12, the 20 and the 55, so no longer a downtrend. You would still be beneath this, like a midpoint of the range, so we would like this double bottom to break out, retest this, and then head back up to our range high, which is seen to be 28,879, so quite close to 29k. The reason why we're using this level and not 31k up there, simply because we had a resistance which we rejected, pushed through, met resistance, and fell back to that old resistance as support. So that was our top. We can see we met it again, fell back to the midpoint of the range, so you could get something like that in and around this area over here. We just need to see if it's repeated. Otherwise, at the moment, this could just be again a bearish retest to continue lower towards the 200. But if this double bottom were to form, we can see where we actually attempted to break down, we failed, confirmed it as support, and if we were to now break through this, it's a higher high above this point, so could be the start of an uptrend, and it could actually suggest that that was the correction. We set up with a head and shoulders, and this should break down, of course. Well, it's not that it should, but it's got more chances of breaking down. A lot of people have been calling for correction. We also have a CME gap down here. We've also broken out of a what's it called, a rising wedge over here. So a lot of people have been calling, including myself, for this correction, but simply waiting for the range low over here to be lost. Otherwise we're not going to get it. That's what we're waiting for, and while it's not being lost, it acts as support, and that's why we've come into this support twice, failing to break it on 2 occasions where we had moments below, but actually reclaiming it for the daily candle closes. And yeah, now we can scale down to the 4-hour time frame, but yeah, we can just clearly see that it's been accumulating. This is what we've been saying on the channel, and if you remember from yesterday's update, we were saying that at some point either this or this wick will be retested. We're just simply waiting, will this resistance break or will this support break? So the lower high and the higher low, we're waiting for one of those to be broken. If the lower high is broken, we go back to that high. If the higher low is broken, we go back to that low. That's how I view it. And so we're just simply waiting for a range break. We can actually see on the 4-hour time frame, we're yet to actually do that. So yeah, we can see somewhat of a resistance over here. Let me just edit that. Yeah, so yeah, as we can see, where we're looking at previous rejections, where it's dumped from, we're looking for the candlestick signals. So shooting stars, we've had a few wicks here, and now we're getting the same wick in that same area. But again, going back to the daily quickly, we drew out the range of that daily candlestick, which we would track between. Heading over to the 4-hour time frame, we see a massive pump, even after all these rejections of these moving averages, actually signaling for shorts over here. Although we're ranging, which is not always not the best time to trade, we're looking for range breaks. But over here, we had a lot of sell signals, and price actually went up. We can even see this on the 1-hour time frame, where we lost it over here with a big red candle, and it pumped back up above it, holding its support, and then we lost it again here, confirming its resistance, and then it pumped. So we're seeing that we're seeing a lot of fake moves, or not fake moves, but yeah, I guess fake moves, because it's showing you that it should do something and it's just like completely ignoring it. So yeah, this is what's going to be happening when the market's not really trending. We're going to get a lot of manipulation, stuff that's not really listening to the rules. And we know this anyway. Nothing here is 100%. That's why with patterns, they've got like a 66% chance of winning, of breaking out the direction it actually should. So nothing here is 100%. Even with a bullish pattern, it's got a 33% chance of actually going down, which doesn't make sense if it's a bullish pattern. But yeah, this is just how trading is, unfortunately, guys. You have to get used to it. And we can see this previous resistance was acting as somewhat of a support before. Here we got a resistance, and we're just looking at this area, trying to find similarities. So all the wicks signaling that the tops are in. So we're now trapped between, again, that candle, that daily candle. This is the 4-hour time frame now, but it's essentially the same thing. We can see that we respected the resistance. It was looking a lot like H-bar, how it's setting up like this, but in actual fact, guys, H-bar did break when it came down to the low, and we see that actually price reversed. Even though with a bullish engulfing, signaling for bullish continuation, we had a lot of bearish candlesticks over here, signaling to come back down to the range low, and then it just completely ignored that last night, overnight. So we're now back at the range high. I'm personally waiting for further breaks to the upside. I want to see a reclaim of this gold box. This is from the first ever tap of this resistance to the lowest point after, and we can see this is acting as our golden pocket. So by actually getting above over here and hitting its support, this is what allowed us to get to these targets over here. We met the 1618, which is a target of mine. Let me know if you took that trade on the channel. And again, the same thing we'll set up. We've got if we were to break out and listen to all the rules, we've got a double bottom over here, retest it just as we did over here, and then we should pump up again. But in actual fact, guys, if we're really claiming this golden pocket, as we've already met these targets over here, these ones, then technically speaking, we should eventually head to these targets up here, which would be between 31.5 to 32.5. And we can see there's a massive golden line over here. Let me just get rid of these drawings over here. So get rid of that and all of this mess, and we'll look into this massive golden line. I think we have to zoom out to the daily. Yes, and it's the 0.5 fib if we're measuring from the 69k top to the 15.5k bottom. Our 0.5 Fibonacci is over here at 32,700, acting as confluence with that previous, that older Fibonacci setup. Because if this is now the bottom over here, let's zoom back into the 4-hour. I'm gonna have to reset the fibs, put the fibs from the top to the bottom. It's giving us a new golden pocket, which is actually our range high over here, exactly the 618. So we would want to see this double bottom over here validating itself by breaking out, flipping it into support, and then breaking through this area over here. It needs to break through the 618, pretty much 29k, let's just say. And once that is happening, we're creating the reversal wave. A break of 31k would signal the 1272 minimal target to be met, which so happens to be that daily time frame 0.5 Fibonacci. So we got some nice confluence. Technically speaking, we should go higher. You see that if we were to remain above this green line, eventually, no matter how deep the correction, if we hold it, we should eventually head up higher. But let me know what you personally think is going to happen in this with this situation. Do you think today's pump is just a retest of the daily bearish cross and looking for continuation lower, or is this double bottom going to set up? Let's briefly look at the weekly time frame, see what's actually going on. So yeah, we're about to form a bullish cross. It's yet to occur, and we need that to actually be the case, because if it's not, then this move to the upside above all the moving averages will become a fake out. So we've got one with the 12 and the 55, but that's not what I want to see. I want to see the 20 and the 55. So if they fail to cross, it's called an EMA repel, and if they fail to cross, you're going to continue with your downtrend pretty much. So what we need to see is a crossover like that, and then with that being the case, we're going to actually go up from here higher prices. So let me know what you personally think is going to happen with Bitcoin throughout these next days and weeks. Whatever happens is going to be shown on your altcoins, whether it's going to play out better to the upside or going to go down worse to the downside. Let me know what your personal thoughts are on this situation. But yeah, we're simply waiting for range breaks. Although we broke out of this smaller range, I can now... Oh shit, I nearly just dropped my cup. But yeah, let me know what you think is going to happen. We're still currently at resistance below the 200, and again on the daily time frame, just retesting that bearish cross. So for me personally, although we got these bullish patterns setting up, I would need to wait for breaks above for me to get some confidence at the moment. Although, you know, we're seeing the patterns there, it could all be a bunch of nonsense because we are beneath the bearish cross that has just formed, and this is the first tap of it. So it would make sense for today's daily candle close to actually close beneath this, even if tomorrow we break through it. At least today I would believe that we reject it. I could be wrong. We just need to simply play it by how the hours are going to go by. But we're waiting for that daily candle close. It's so powerful. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Please do like, subscribe and comment.